It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.
Yo, man. Oh, wait, nope. Say it again.
What's up, brother?
Oh, just chilling.
Word.
Shit, man, what's up with you?
I just got done with a little sweet science. Just had a little bit of that English tea a couple minutes ago, and I'm picking up some pho for my pregnant lady who's very hungry. And in the meantime, I'm shooting this shit with you on some last minute podcast shit.
Last minute, man. What are you talking about, man? It's
Pre-planned.
Yeah, it's 2:00, man. This ain't no last minute, man. I have
I guess you had like 5 hours to scramble something together.
Yeah, man. You know, there's gonna be some loading and processing time, but
Yeah.
it's not gonna be as late as last week, though, where it was.
Last week's was to the wire?
I think so, because I think I made it last week at like 11, or not 11.
You didn't make the 7 deadline. I remember because I was waiting on it. I was needing a podcast to listen to.
Yeah, it was done at like 6 or something, but it took a long time to process because it was so long, man.
That was a long one. That was a personal journal.
Yeah, man, it wasn't. I mean, that was from back in the day, man. That was like 6 months ago, almost 5 months ago.
Oh, you recorded that back in the day?
Well, you know, I guess not, man. In the span of my lifetime, it's not so back in the day, but for
podcast purposes, it was back in the day.
Yeah, man, because the podcast, even though it's coming up on its 1 year, 52-week anniversary coming up here, April's a way back, man. That was back in that first half, I think, still.
When you were, yeah.
I think I started in November is what it was.
When you were really hustling and stacking mad episodes for the fucking the back catalog.
Dude, I was totally stacked then. I was just
you were in the zone for a while. What happened, man? You just got lazy.
I got lazy, man. I got other things starting to happen, and I still have a list of people, man. Maybe I should just go and make a Facebook group or something, like a mass message, and just like put it up there, and just for the people I've already talked to, and be like, yo, when can you do it? And then like see if any of the people together would want to do one together or something, or when they can do it, because I'm sort of flexible on time, especially right now. I have a little bit more time, other than the time where I'm, sitting around studying, chilling and shit, preparing for podcasting, and whatnot. But I need to hit those people up, man. I just
you should. The year's flown by, man. You should bring them back on this motherfucker.
I know, man. Yeah, the year's gonna be coming up, and I just.
What you need to do is get that Iron Sheik back on the podcast.
I know, man. He was a dickweed, or I'm not gonna say he was a dickweed, but.
Seemed pretty popular though. I mean, 16 hits, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's more hits than
more hits than I ever got.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Dude, that's big numbers there, man. That's like 16 as compared to some twos and
some threes.
And threes.
A couple of ones maybe in there.
Yeah, dude, 16. That's up there in the numbers, bro. That's I like that. I like that 16. So I might have to try to get him.
Stats up for you there.
Yeah, dude. I'll try to get him back hopefully before the end of year one. Before.
Yeah, I think you should do that, man. You should reach out.
Anyway,
I'm gonna. It's kind of like I used to have to fight the urge to not just like rant about pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Now, like I have to fight the urge to not rant about fantasy football or football in general. But you mentioned last time we spoke about this dude that was like that played Sloth in the Goonies.
Yeah.
That was a Polak fucking NFL dude, and I looked him up because I was like curious, and sure enough, dude, that you were right. This fucking dude, he's pretty crazy, fucking interesting guy. His name is like John Matusik.
Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, you're better at the pronunciation.
Matusik, yeah, using my skills of Polish language, Matusik, and it's like I was reading up on the dude online, and all this weird shit came up. Like, I mean, first of all, he was the first draft pick, first round of the '73 draft, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The dude was a 6'8" defensive lineman, which is like, dude's a fucking beast, dude.
So, what's a defensive lineman?
It means that like when you're trying to defend your side of the field and not get scored on, you're in the line. So like when they're on other teams on offense, you're the guy who's gonna try to stop the runs for the most part.
So is he stopping the runners, or is he one of the guys that like
he's
knocks
mostly
up against
a
another
run
guy?
stopper. He's part of the wall for the run to deal with.
Gotcha.
I mean, he might have like done a few covering like receivers, but I guess he was just a lineman, so I'm guessing he was the first line of defense against the run mostly. But he's good though. He played for the Oakland Raiders and got 2 Super Bowl rings, which is pretty fucking amazing.
The Raiders won Super Bowls, or that he has 2 of them?
Both of those. The Raiders are pretty shitty now, but that was like during their heyday. And you know, he's no Jack Ham with 4 Super Bowl rings, but as far as those Polish NFL athletes, he's definitely like he should have a character in Madden, in my opinion.
Why? I think he should, and he can like even take off his helmet and look like Sloth.
Dude, that was a lot of makeup. First of all, okay, the first thing I came up with, and this is funny, when I like Googled this dude's name, I clicked on it not knowing, because the byline at the top was kind of like misleading, but it was like, as soon as I clicked on it, it like had all these photos of a Playgirl spread that he did in like the early '80s.
Oh shit, man!
Fucking hilarious, dude.
So
he's what the gays would call a bear. He's like all bearded and like, you know, like the Al Borland type of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
He went to that.
No, there was no schlong. It was just like one of those like he'd be posing all, you know, it's Playgirl, you know what I mean? But like covering up his junk kind of thing. But it was fucking hilarious, dude. Fucking hilarious. Just the fact that this dude did that, and he was Sloth, and he was a good fucking NFL player. That's pretty interesting.
That's the trifecta. Playgirl, NFL, Sloth. That's something to.
Accomplishments.
Yeah, no wonder he died so early, man.
Oh, dude, speaking of dying so early, okay, it gets crazier. Okay, this motherfucker, first of all, they called him the Twos, T-O-O-Z, kind of like they called Brian Bosworth the Boz, and they called Poswesny Paz. He was Twos. And they wrote a book about this. He wrote a book called Cruising with the Twos.
Wait,
Cruising with the Twos. That's his like autobiography or something that somebody helped him write. I'm kind of curious. But
so
anyway, how he died though, he like had a reputation for like partying and stuff. He was kind of like one of the wilder NFL dudes, you know, back in the day. And in fact, one time he tried playing for 2 teams at once in 2 different football leagues, and like he couldn't, like you were not allowed to, so he got like a restraining order. And anyway, long story short, he overdosed in like the late '70s, and the coach like drove him to the hospital. It was like maybe the Redskins or something, and then he got cut from the team after that. But how he died, it was like in '89, and it was a Darvocet overdose, which may not mean anything to you, but to me Darvocet is like the weakest pain medication you could probably get. It's like not even worth taking. It's such a shitty pain medication compared to other pain medications. Like I can't even imagine like how much you would have to take to overdose. It's very weird. Very fucking weird.
Yeah, maybe there wasn't just a lot of stuff around, or maybe, I mean, that's what he could get his hands
I mean,
on.
there was cocaine in his system, and like trace amounts, like so it might have been like an interaction of multiple substances in his body, but it's just weird that he like overdosed on Darvocet, which is like I said, Darvocet's like what they give you when they're afraid to give you real pain medication. You know what I mean? It's like a step above aspirin, basically. Like it might make your tooth stop aching, but it ain't gonna get you fucked up.
So it could have been more like maybe like a suicide type of thing. If you like maybe just like took a whole bottle or some shit of this stuff or something, or
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he must have. It's weird. It's just a very weird, strange way to go. But anyway, enough about the twos. I was listening to a podcast that you should totally listen to. That made your podcast seem amazing by comparison.
Wow, I can only imagine, man. What?
No, it was horrible, bro. It was Taz's, the wrestler Taz.
Yeah.
He had a podcast, and it's already he's already done because it sucked so bad. It ran like 6 episodes. And I listened to it because I was out of things to listen to. And first of all, it's on Blog Talk Radio, so there's that. But second of all, he takes calls from the biggest marks imaginable, and they just ask dumbass questions. I don't know why he would open himself up to that kind of thing. It seems like a bad career move. But there's this one guy who calls in his show and was thinks he's a black man, and asked him what his experiences were with racism in the wrestling business as an African American gentleman. And of course, it was ridiculous because he's Italian. He's not even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the dude felt pretty dumb. But you can't control who calls you, in those situations, on those Blog Talk call-in shows. So you can only imagine what he opened himself up to.
Right, that's why we have the mailbag, and we can go and sort of
we can pick and choose.
We can be we don't need this fucking person. There's not a lot of people who listen, but there's a heck of a lot of people who want to send in mail to the mailbag. And
they like to stuff your box.
Yeah, they love stuff in the box. That's what they're there for.
They love stuff in the gimmick bag.
Yeah, they're all about it, man, and that's why we don't open it up. We don't say here call in, or we do have a call in thing, but then that as well is a leave a message. It's not call in, and
we'll get back to you in our own time.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm not even sure of the number, man. It's it's one of those things, man. The number is not important, what the number is to call, because, you should just probably know it anyway, because it's,
It's the worst podcast ever. If you want to hear a laughably hilarious, shitty podcast, I urge you to listen to episode 3, which is the one I listened to of Taz's podcast. It's fucking horrible. I can't even. I listened to it 2 weeks ago, so I don't even really remember all the specifics. But I just remember it was probably the worst podcast I've ever heard.
Well,
bad.
That's good, man. So that means that we are at least the second worst podcast.
Right.
That's good. We're up on one, and I got the podcast phone number for the podcast audience, man. It's area code 419-972-2636.
That's the number?
That's
they need to call to get on the show?
That's the number to call to get on the show, to leave a message.
have a call-in show, like specify the date and give out the number and just see what happens. It'd be kind of entertaining.
Dude, no one wants to call. I've had this number up forever, dude, and no one's ever like called and even left a message. Someone like called because the number is somewhere like the 419 area code is somewhere in Ohio, I think. There's a town called Oregon, Ohio, I think is what it was.
Oh shit.
Because like when I was typing in the Google thing trying to get a Google phone number, I typed in Oregon because I was trying to get 503 number or 971 or whatever, but I just typed in Oregon and so came up with the 419 area code. So I had people that were like looking for someone who had the number before. Whoever had the number before, I'm not going to call them out on here and say that they were doing some shady shit or conversing with some people who are of shadiness level high, but I'm gonna say that. So whoever you were, 419-972-2636, yeah, you better watch your butt, man. I don't know why, but you should, because you're hanging out with some people who are weirdos.
Or shady to the highest extent possible.
Yeah.
And on that note, thank you for inviting me onto your public access podcast.
Yes, thank you again, returning guest.
Indeed. That's what I'm here for, brother.
Well, cool. Yeah, thanks for so I don't have to have nothing to put up for the now 10 once
For
again
what?
10 YouTube subscribers up from 9.
Yeah, dude. Thank you to subscriber number 10, whoever you are.
It was LOL Fun Day or something like that. I think it was something that might have been spam, but whoever you are, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Keep those numbers up.
And keep listening, man, and we'll be at the ear. So I will I'll catch you on the flip then, essay.
Word up, brother. Everybody's been saying that to me lately. Everybody's been calling me essay. I don't know. It's kind of weird that you just did that. All right, brother. Well, take it easy, man. I'll holler at you soon.
All right, dude. Peace out.
Hair grease.
All right. That was returning guest. And that is the podcast. Bye-bye.
It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.